Hello and welcome to Saturday Night with the It. And Grant, one thing we know about these teams, they can both go deep into their bench. That's a luxury.
Yeah, a luxury indeed. And they don't have to worry as much about foul trouble or guys getting worn down. Credit to both front offices for building such complete rosters.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Bol. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. And here's Curry for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, the greatest shooter in the history of the game. Curry, so good from deep.
From deep. Siakam, no good. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with the nice finish.
Halliburton with the ball. Last game out, he had 38 points. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can work a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Halliburton always wants to respond. The three does just that.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
And the basket by Halliburton.
Halliburton loves answering a challenge. A three made on one end means it's time for him to come back and answer.
The three from Curry. It's rebounded by Zubac. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Nembhard for three. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The three from Curry. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Launches it. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Golden State has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Count that one. Curry's got 14 points.
Very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Shot by Nembhard, no good. The Warriors lead by 9. Pass to Curry. To the paint. Stolen by Siakam. And here's Nembhard. Fires the three. Gets the 3-ball to go. Nembhard's gotten his second bucket.
Well, this is something Nembhard's working hard to become consistent at, knocking down shots from distance.
And Indiana with some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Nesmith comes in for Walker. And it's McConnell in for Nembhard. Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Butler.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
McConnell passes to Nesmith. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. From the arc, another three for Golden State.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside for Halliburton. Baseline try. It's not going to go for him.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Harden from outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
McConnell passes to Halliburton. Will it go? There's Nesmith with the three. And he can't get that one.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Another three for Golden State.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Indiana with some changes. Huff's checked in for Zubats. Siakam comes in for Brown. And it's Jackson in for Halliburton. Now here's McConnell. Still without a bucket. From 13. Rebounded by James Harden.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Knocks it down from distance. Harden's got 9.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
It's good.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Three-pointer, Harden. And the Warriors with another 3.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. The Warriors on top. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Indiana making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. We've got Al Horford, Jordan Poole out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Kevon Looney, and it's Butler in at the 3, small forward. And the Pacers are aptly named, Doris. They are looking to get out and run.
Oh, B.A., this is a fun basketball style to watch. Very up-tempo, pass first, a lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement. They have the depth to wear out their opponent. And if you listen to the guys who play against them, what they admire most is their consistent commitment to this identity. They are locked in on who they are and how they win.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Bowl, he's checked in for the Warriors. And here's Butler outside. Great start so far, 3 of 3 in this one.
We call that the stop and pop, one of Butler's best tricks for losing a defender. That is nice.
From behind the arc, another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Siakam against Bull. Takes a step back. Siakam, the pass to Nesmith. And then Siakam with the jam.
An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir.
Here's Poole. Again, Golden State.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
And it's McConnell on the drive. Jackson for 3. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 4 assists now tonight. Poole from long range hits a three-pointer. Poole's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Ivica Zubac's checked in for Huff. Walker comes in for Nesmith. Nimhart, he's checked in for Jackson. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. James Harden, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Poole. Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Poole, he's checked in for the Warriors. Back to Curry, pass to Poole, the three ball. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Halliburton. And Indiana misses again.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Sinks the tray.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 23.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient. He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game, and they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam!
Well, Andrew Nembhard, a classic combo guard, but boy, the handles are tight on that move.
Pass to Harden. From downtown, that's good. From Curry, on the assist from Bol. 26 points for him.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
The kick out to Walker. Lets it go from deep, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Curry passes to Poole. Offline with a 3. Indiana has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Nembhard outside. All sorts of time, and he hits the jumper. Nembhard's got 4 points this quarter.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Bold. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got assist number 7 tonight.
Well, at this point, if you get the ball into Steph Curry's hands, good things will happen. He's toying with the defense out of the pick and roll.
Walker's shot is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Warriors.
Rebounding clearly.
And that's it for half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Pascal Siakam out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Walker in at small forward. That's the 5 for the Pacers.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
The Pacers shooting pretty well at 45%. Nembhard for 3. Connects from downtown. Nembhard's got 15 points.
One thing you love about Andrew Nembhard is if he's feeling the rhythm, he's going to keep looking to score.
And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
They get the rebound, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Harden from outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Halliburton for 3. Drills it from deep. 9 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Harden, good.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
For Indiana, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Halliburton, and he banks in the layup.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Porzingis passes to Bol, and here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch. Wow.
Siakam against Bol. And Siakam with the slam.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
And Harden's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving, I kick it ahead, I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Back to you guys.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. McConnell, he's checked in for Nembhard. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Bol. Jordan Poole, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Harden. And it's McConnell on the drive. Halliburton for 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Yeah, I really like their game plan offensively coming out of the half. They've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Poole's got 13.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Zubac. Potter comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Walker. Buries it from 3.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
The kick out to Poole. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Poole. Now here's Curry. Outside Podziemski. Curry passes to Poole. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Over to the wing. From 11 feet away, another one falls for Indiana.
What nice work to get the high percentage look, and he doesn't make any mistake with it.
Curry passes to Horford. It's Poole on the wing. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. Poole's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Curry looking it over. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
And the bucket is good.
This is just an extremely gifted passer. Halliburton's vision is elite.
The 3 from Curry connects again from distance.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the 3s keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Moving the rock. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the
Oh, say does that...
So, Tim, relative to the rest of the NBA, these two teams like to play a more measured pace.
That's right, Kevin, and as a result, execution is going to be critical. Timing and spacing and decisions with the basketball. Whichever team performs their sets the most cleanly will have the edge in this one.
A lot in front of them. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Mark Williams is out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Gillespie in at the point. And here's Brooks after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And he misses his first shot. And Butler good, and Curry gets the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Shots good by Butler.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
10 points separating the teams. Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. There is a clear game plan that coach has in mind for Devin Booker tonight. He told me, quote, Devin doesn't respond well to getting doubled. You can't do it every time because he'll pick you apart, but we'll send the extra man his way more than once. That I can guarantee. Kevin, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
A three-pointer is right on target.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks sheltered.
Here's Gillespie. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And Phoenix has possession after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Brooks for 3. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. And here's Harden for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Al Horford is checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Butler. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, James Harden.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he has been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
Now here's Williams. That one's off, still out of sync. And when we look at this Suns team, Tim, over the last few seasons, what's the first word that comes to mind for you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say underachievement. You think back to 2021, 2 wins away from an NBA title. They made some swing for the fences type of decisions, and, well, it just didn't pan out. Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Nailed from three-point land.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Podziemski finds Harden. Buries the open 3 to cap the break. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Out to Brooks. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Grayson Allen.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. Fires it up. Phoenix, no good that time either.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Curry from deep three-point land. And another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 24 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Warriors foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Foul. Second team foul.
No good on the free.
Well, there's so much to like about Devin Booker, and I think my favorite thing is that you can run your offense through him as a scorer or as a creator.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Iguodaro's checked in, and it's done and thrown in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Pajemski. Still scoreless. Green with the block. Fires from way outside. And so it's the Golden State Warriors way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The scoring has been... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Jimmy Butler. Horford is out there with Looney. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Poole in at the shooting guard position.
Well, there wasn't a lot of space in there, but Grayson Allen took advantage of that opportunity inside.
Got that one up quick. Poole's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And, Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Bol, he's checked in for the Warriors. Jordan Poole again. Poole's got 8 points in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Goodwin. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Goodwin's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jordan Poole does not lack confidence. You see him right there with this stop and pop.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
There's Green with the three. The Warriors pull it in. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And we're
seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
There's Green with the three. Green missing again.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Took him no time at all on that one. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
He was all alone on that one. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus minus, give me that group of 5 plus minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. Goodwin's gone 2 of 3 from the field. The 19-foot shot, and Butler gets it to go on the assist from Poole. Butler's got 14 points.
Wow, what a quick trigger from Butler.
And here's Green outside. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Sinks the three-pointer.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Jacks up a three, and another three for Golden State.
Well, Poole with another great night tonight. He has been a natural scorer since the day he stepped in this league.
The Suns have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. And here's Green outside. The Warriors pull it in. Podziemski's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Poole. It's hauled in by Goodwin.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, able to get through the contact and still concentrate enough to finish that off.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis. Jimmy Butler.
Booker with no one around. Off the inbound, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And taking a look at Phoenix, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time, it's about instant gratification. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Phoenix Suns. Thank you for being with us. Now let's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You have to like what you're seeing from Jordan.
Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Warriors, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Grizzlies. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
It's round 2 of the playoffs. Thanks for joining us. A matchup between two Western Conference powers here in Game 2. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And here's Memphis's starting group. Jared McCain out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Julius Randle. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Bryant in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Warriors, Jackson out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Connect. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Go. It'll be Memphis off the tip. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Here's Porzingis. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And here's Clark for 3. And he buries his first look.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Podziemski. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. And he gets it to go. Clark's got 8.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Podziemski. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brent. Brandon Clark. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Porzingis. Jackson on the wing. And here's Connect outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. And this group has been storming through the postseason, sweeping the first round and with a chance to go up 2-0 here tonight.
They've been firing on all cylinders, and we'll see how they do. I mean, the competition getting a bit tougher the deeper into the playoffs we go.
And it's Connect missing.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
And the basket by Clark.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Podziemski. And no good. The dry spell continues. Pass to McCain. Clark left side. Shoots over Jackson. And Clark gets it to go on the assist by McCain. 16 points for him.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. The top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. Brandon Clark on top. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Podziemski. And he makes it. Podziemski's got his third basket on the night right there. And so it's Memphis with it. 8-point game. And here's Clark for three. Podziemski grabs the board.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Jackson. Well-timed pass. And he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often. Setting a physical tone.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Podziemski into the lane. Jackson making him 1 for 2 now.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Memphis leading by 10. That one goes in. Clark's got 22 points.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Launches the three. Clark, no good. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 so far. And here's Connect outside. Randall pulls down the board. Memphis has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 25.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight. And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
And a basket by Clark.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Good work there as it goes.
He's a willing passer. Porzingis won't force his own thing very often.
Grizzlies lead by 12. Randall, the pass to Clark. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 3 assists in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Porzingis misses.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And here's Clark for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Clark's got 34 points and an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Memphis ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And the Grizzlies have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We've got Brandon Clark, and it's Gillespie in at the point.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Spencer. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. Spencer's gotten his first points in this one. Memphis leading by 19. Here's Gillespie. Three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Santos nails it from three. Santos has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Bryant, he's checked in for Gillespie.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Carr. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Memphis making a switch here. Gillespie's checked in. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Counted from distance. Gillespie's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Memphis with a rebound. Clark outside. Pass to Gillespie. The three is up. Kicks it out to Clark. Another shot. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows foul.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's foul number 2 for him. Jackson, he's checked in for Santos. Here's Pajemski. And the layup is good off the glass. Pajemski's got 8.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And there's the lob. Stolen by Jackson. Pajemski with it. He's against Bryant. And here's Connect outside. Drops in the 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
To the middle. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Jackson. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Memphis leading by 18. There's a double team with Pajemski. Here's Clark. And it's Connect with a rebound. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. Then for Memphis, Robinson Earl's checked in for Clark. McCain comes in for Dort. And Fox is subbed in for Gillespie. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. You look at McCain. He is downright lethal from distance, ranking 1st in the league in three-point percentage. And, of course, De'Aaron Fox.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
And he gets it back. Back to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range. 5 points in the game.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second quarter.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Randall is checked in.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Pass to Bryant. Now Fox. Outside McCain. Back to Fox. From outside the arc. And another three from Memphis.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Podziemski. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
It's Fox with a drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 8 points in the quarter.
Explosive on the bounce. Fox is just a blur.
Here's Podziemski. Can't hit the step-back J.
Well, sometimes you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Memphis ahead, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And we thank you for
vintage teamwork right there tonight. Everyone is looking to be the setup guy.
Yeah, when anyone could be the next